Please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, boy.
Let's talk about a messy internet breakup, but not the romantic kind. This one's about influencer drama, broken friendships, and the collapse of a fake fairy tale. You might know Aemilst. She makes videos with her husband, pretending to be this perfect rich couple living the dream. Their content? Over-the-top luxury, cringy romance, and staged CEO husband gives me $50,000 moments that look like they were ripped straight out of a low-budget rom-com.
You look closely in their videos, you'll notice something else. The wife is always the one recording. You can only see one of her hands at a time, which means the other hand is holding the camera. Now, tell me, what kind of CEO with all the money in the world wouldn't just hire someone to film for them? Exactly, they're operating on a low budget. That's also why, if you think about it, they barely have any long-form videos on their YouTube channel, because longer content takes effort and resources to make, and since they don't have much of either, they spam YouTube Shorts instead, which is probably where most of their income comes from. And let's be real, it's not easy to become a CEO in your 20s, especially when there are men twice that age who have been working at the same company for decades.
But this time, the drama isn't from her content. It's from real life. And the people calling her out, not random haters or commentary channels, it was her actual friends. Let me introduce you to Hyoga and Teddy. They're another couple who also make romantic content online. Think of them like the quieter, more grounded version of Aemilst and her husband. Their videos still feature couple moments and aesthetics, but with a more down-to-earth vibe. They show genuine affection, real laughs, and sometimes even the behind-the-scenes awkwardness that makes them more relatable. They're not trying to sell a fantasy, they're sharing a relationship. For a while, these two couples were close friends. They collaborated, supported each other, and often appeared in each other's content. But things went downhill fast, and it all started with one story post. The drama began when Aemilst posted a story on Instagram. She didn't mention anyone by name, but it was obvious she was talking about Hyoga and Teddy. She wrote about how her husband is respectful and doesn't follow half-naked girls online. It seemed like a subtle way to say that Teddy's boyfriend, Hyoga, wasn't as loyal. But that story wasn't out of nowhere. A few messages had been leaked before, showing some tension between the two couples. Teddy and Hyoga had noticed that Aemilst was copying their video ideas and even had proof. Instead of talking it out or owning up to it, Aemilst clapped back with that post, making things personal. And then it got worse. Aemilst reportedly made fun of Teddy's body in a deleted story. Not only did she ignore the content copying issue, but she also took it to a whole other level by body-shaming someone who used to be her friend. Teddy responded by reposting an older story where she had embraced her natural body, sharing a message about self-love. It was clear this wasn't just a case of internet shade. This was a full breakdown of a friendship going public. Let's take a minute to talk more about Hyoga and Teddy. A lot of people think influencer couples are all the same, but these two are different. They're not just about flexing money or showing off gifts. Their content focuses on shared experiences, funny couple challenges, and day-in-the-life moments that feel genuine.
Hey B, I got something for you. You know what it is?
It's a dare.
Yes, how do you know?
I saw it on TikTok.
I had to send them my ID when I got it.
Hey,
Because you can only buy one in your entire life. Sign in.
so this is a proposal?
No, it's been 3 months.
Hyoga especially comes off as protective and loyal. He often posts about how proud he is of Teddy and how they support each other through everything. He's been in the influencer world for a while, but he doesn't act like he's above anyone. That's why his response to Aemilst hit so hard. It wasn't petty, it was personal. And Teddy? She's the kind of creator who uses her platform to talk about real things. Body image, mental health, being in a relationship in the public eye. She's not afraid to be vulnerable, which makes her audience trust her even more. When these two called out Aemilst, it wasn't for clout. It was because they were genuinely hurt. Hyoga wasn't about to let that slide. He posted a long story of his own, and he did not hold back. He called out Aemilst for faking everything, from her relationship to her husband's supposed CEO job. According to him, their whole luxury lifestyle is staged.
How do I look?
You look amazing.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, remember what happened last time we promised her?
Hyoga also responded to her accusations about following cosplayers, saying that many of them are his friends who are content creators. He pointed out that it's pretty hypocritical for Aemilst to talk about what's appropriate when her own videos are suggestive and mostly watched by kids. He also revealed something even more serious. Aemilst has a habit of threatening to sue people for posting negative content about her. This includes people leaving comments, small creators, and even fans who criticize her. That's not normal behavior. It's controlling. After the backlash, Aemilst tried to clean things up. She posted what looked like an apology, saying she was still learning and had made mistakes. But instead of fully owning her actions, she blamed others and played the victim. She said she had always supported Hyoga and that people were twisting her words. People weren't buying it. Her post came off as more damage control than genuine apology. It focused more on how she felt hurt than on what she actually did wrong. She didn't mention the copying, the insults, or the way she escalated a simple issue into full-on personal attacks. When influencers mess up, people usually forgive them if they're honest. But Aemilst's response made things worse. After all this, Aemilst and her husband basically disappeared from YouTube. Their channel stopped posting new shorts. For a couple that used to upload daily, that sudden silence said a lot. Fans started to notice. It wasn't just drama anymore, it was the collapse of an entire brand. When the people who once helped you grow are now exposing you, it's hard to keep pretending everything's perfect. Aemilst built her image on a fantasy. But fantasies don't last forever, especially when the truth comes from people who know you best. And let's be honest, if your content relies on people believing that your husband is handing you $50,000 every week, once people stop believing it, there's not much left to watch. In the end, this wasn't just about drama. It was about trust. Aemilst lost hers by going after people who were once close to her. She tried to sell a perfect image and ended up proving just how fake it really was. Let this be a reminder. When your brand is built on pretending, the worst thing that can happen is someone pulling back the curtain. And shout out to Hyoga and Teddy, not just for standing up for themselves, but for showing what real friendship and respect look like, even online. If you want more breakdowns like this, hit that subscribe button. And maybe next time, think twice before posting that shady story. You never know who's got the receipts. See you in the next one.